When people are buying and selling real estate, they act like sheep. Yeah, they always travel with the herd. If the market is good, everyone wants to buy, and when the market is bad, everyone wants to wait. And that is probably the exact opposite of what any successful real estate owner or investor would do. The real truth about owning real estate, whether it's your principal residence or an investment property, is twofold. First, only buy real estate when it makes sense for you. And second, time in the market beats timing the market. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you why you might consider going against the grain when it comes to real estate, and why buying in a market like we're in now might actually be the smart move. And that might be because everyone's telling you it's not. But this is the first video on the channel after the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board has released their most recent stats package, and that makes this the Surrey Report. So to keep you up to date on the market, here is my amazing team with the numbers for our market, the city of Surrey.
Looking at our detached market for the month of March, we saw 217 sales. That is down 10% from the 244 sales in the same period last year. Our benchmark price is $1,647,000. That is up 2% month over month and up 8% year over year.
We had 223 townhouse sales in March of 2024, the same as March of 2023. Our benchmark price this year is $886,300, and that is a 2.5% increase month over month and a 7% increase year over year.
And in condos, benchmark price is around $548,000. Now that's a 0.8% increase month over month and a 3.7% increase year over year.
Hey, there you go. Even though we're seeing a slowdown in the market, it's not really yet showing in prices, as all asset classes showed gains since last month. But let me tell you that for sure we are seeing much more inventory coming to the market. And in fact, March sales ended up 31% below the 10-year average and posted the second lowest amount of sales in the past decade. And by summer, this will for sure create a slowdown as more product becomes available to give buyers choice. And when buyers have choice, they can and will negotiate on price. And this is being driven by the fact that the larger amount of listings are staying on the market longer, and well, that causes everything to slow down. And when the market slows down, people start referring to that market as bad. And that then causes buyers to not want to buy. But in reality, buyers in this type of market should be clicking the like button because the market has fallen into their favor. Oh yeah, and subscribe. All you buyers out there want to buy when the market is good because you're purchasing an asset that is then worth more the day you move in than the day you wrote the contract. So this makes you buyers out there think that you're winning. But in fact, the seller is the one that is winning because they are selling relatively painlessly for an extremely high dollar, more than they ever thought before. But now as the market turns, it does so because the news out there is not positive. And then buyers hold off waiting for a better deal tomorrow. And then when the market turns around yet again, as they always do, the buyers that ended up hesitating even further only buy back into prices as they're going up because the market is good. Or if the market deteriorates even more, that could be because the interest rates have risen again. And even though you pay less for the home, your monthly payment is even higher than it would have been if you bought sooner. I guess what I'm trying to say is that smart buyers, buyers that buck the trend and make good purchases, well, they offer on properties when the market is slow. For example, I bought my first property in 2005 between the crazy 02 and 07 markets. I then made my move up into a townhouse in 2009, right after the world was reeling from the 08 crisis. Then I bought a property in 2012 as the market was still falling as a result of the great financial crisis. And I upgraded my personal residence again in 2013 in, yes, a pretty slow market. Then, after 5 years of owning my first investment property, I sold it in what was a crazy strata frenzy of 2017. And then I purchased another investment property in early 2021 before the market kicked off, and that market continued as absolute craziness into 2022. And then we all know what happened. But out of all of those times that I bought, none of them at the time were what I would call a good market. And actually, on that note, the only transaction that I kind of regret is selling my investment property in 2017 in a frenzy, because that property has now doubled in value. But at that time, I was able to sell that property, make a profit, get out of a partnership when times were good, which I always recommend, and I was able to use that capital for other things. I didn't ever once try to time the market. Rather, I did what most people should do when it comes to buying real estate, and that is do it when the time is right for you. I understand and I know that it's fun to watch the market and try and guess when the time might be best for you as a buyer or when I should sell. Trust me, I get all that. But really, the right time to buy a property is when you have a need. That need could be a ton of different things. It could be a new job in a new city. Could be that you're getting married or having a child and need more space. Or that need could just be the desire to stop renting and finally have a place to call your own. So you can start paying down your own mortgage in order to set yourself up for retirement. And that is the real key, because savvy real estate owners and investors know that time in the market beats timing the market. There's a commonly used phrase and a meme on the internet that says real estate only goes up. And of course, that's not true on a day-to-day, month-to-month, or even year-to-year basis. But over your lifetime, owning, let's say over a 40 to 60 year time horizon, well, the old saying that real estate only goes up proves true. This is because of two things. One, humans see value in land. We want to own it. We like sleeping inside. And let's face it, the human struggle for land is so intense that it might be the leading cause of historical wars outside of maybe religion. So in a way, real estate and the pride of owning land is built into us as humans. But also, real estate, in my estimation, is a great representation of the real store of wealth. And if anything, the run-up in real estate prices around the world since 2020, or even before, isn't demonstrating the real value of the properties going up. But rather, I think of it as a direct measure of the value of the currency going down over time. Meaning that if you choose not to own real estate, you're going to have to find another way to fight off inflation and the devaluing of money over time. Or you might end up broke in the future, as most people that cannot afford to buy assets now will only struggle even more later in life. So with all of this in mind, let me leave you with 3 simple thoughts. First off, buck the trend. Don't listen to the news or stupid YouTube talking heads like me tell you when you should or should not buy real estate. Remember that a good market is good for those that already own, and a bad market is good for those looking to buy. Second, buying real estate is personal and should be done when the time is right for you, whether it be when you need another room, when you have saved for that down payment on that first investment property, or when you want to start paying yourself first. Never have the fear of panic buying with FOMO when the market's going up. And at the exact same time, don't hesitate to buy when the market is declining, because we know one thing for sure, and that is the old saying, this too will change, meaning that the only constant in the world is change, and you should make the best buying decision you can given the information you have at the moment. And remember that time in the market should be the goal. The worst case scenario, if you own your own property from say 30 years old to 60, is that you will have a paid off home in retirement. And the more likely scenario is that you will own a property that has maintained its value in alignment with inflation and the devaluing of currency over time. Something likely netting you about a 6 to 7% return year over year for most of your lifetime, if you live in a major city. And if that time for you to enter or exit the market is now, and you're looking to do so in my market of Surrey and the Fraser Valley, you can book a call with me right now using the link in the description below at a time that works best for you. Thank you for subscribing, clicking the like button, and we'll see you in a couple of days.